Hi gang, it's Carnage-Man again. Hopefully I'm back in action again. I appear I died in X-Men last week in Avengers, but who knows, I might be still alive. Today I'm making a review. It's just going to be a review of Southern Bastards. I bought issues 1 to 6 and I wanted to review it with you guys. There will be some spoilers in here, so if you have bought the series and have not read it yet, I do not recommend watching this, or at times you might want to fast forward and stuff like that. It's a 6 issues so far. The authors are Jason Aaron and Jason Latour. Um, Basically, these two guys are working on sex criminals. I think right now Jason Aaron is working on as well, and Jason Latour has done a few Wolverines and few issues like that. Plus, he comes here sometimes. I've seen him myself personally. He's from North Carolina, but he has family in the Maritimes in Canada. Um, Basically, this book is all about Southern bastards in Croc County, where basically, if you come from the South, it's pretty much laid down. If somebody makes noise, they get pretty much zapped back down. So this state or this place where they are right now in Crow County, they have a football team that's really good, and they win a lot, and they win state championships, and it's pretty important. The boss, which the coach calls himself, has been running this program for a long time, and pretty much he runs the city as well. So it's kind of like kind of iffy. The people are basically resilient to him. They basically let him run their show. They do their own jobs, and that's it. That's all. The main characters for this Southern Bastard is um, Euless Boss, which sometimes his father calls him Oldest Boss, and which becomes Coach Boss, um, because that's what's going to happen to him. Um, and what happens is Mr. Tubb, which was which his father was the sheriff at the time 40 years ago in the town. His father got pretty much rid of everybody, I think, all the bad guys, and cleaned house. And he used the bat, like something like Stomping Tom or something like that. And people did not like that. Even Mr. Tubbs did not like that as well. His own son, and for a while, his own son left and went to Vietnam for a while at the war, and hopefully was trying not to come back. So it's vague right now. So what's really happening is his father, his brother, was in charge of the his house of his father, and he took a stroke. He went into a home. Nobody's looking after the house anymore. So what happens is Mr. Tubb, which is the son of the owner, the sheriff that's dead, comes in, cleans the house, and wants to take the stuff back over to Birmingham, uh, because that's where he lives. And he's saying he's calling somebody all the time on a cell phone and leaving messages that he's going to be there for 2 to 3 days, and that's it. That's all. So the first day he gets there, he doesn't have any more problems that much. He eats pie and some ribs, and that's pretty much it. But he meets a guy, Rusty, and Rusty pretty much is freaking out over him because he's there and he knows him. He says, "What are you doing here?" He says, "Get out of here." He says, "Get out of here." So all of a sudden, the two guys come in. The son of the coach, boss, picks up Rusty, and they say, "We got to bring you somewhere else because you owe money to the boss." And he says, "I want to talk to him. I want to talk to him." And basically, Mr. Tubb attacks the son and stops him from picking him up and killing him, I guess. So that was kind of weird and cool. But Mr. Tubbs basically didn't think much more of it. Just went back home, packed the truck, finished, and said, "Well, I'm gonna go head town and go in a motel, and then I'm going home." So basically, he did that. This is a second printing of number 3. I've ordered number 2, first printing. So this is what it is. So, anyways, to make long story end, pretty much, the football team is more important than anything else. And Mr. Tubb wants basically people to start respecting local authority and basically not being in charge of the town. So, Mr. Tubb beat up 2 kids, 2 football players, and then the next day he says, "I'm going to come back." And then the next day he did come back, and he fought again, and this time he met the coach, and he had a fight with the coach, and the coach terminated him. End of story. They move on. Funeral. The coach pays for the funeral and the tomb. Nobody says nothing more than that. The sheriff doesn't do nothing more than that. It's over. Now all we see is, and this is the fun part, is this is where it starts getting interesting. It shows all the clans inside of the county or outside of the county that have an interest in this. And he's saying like, well, these boys are not gonna say nothing about what you killed that guy, and they're like punks, a gang of punks with machine guns. And then this guy, these clowns here, KKK guys, are not gonna say nothing as well, but you know that they are gonna do something maybe. And then another group here might not say something because he killed him. So it's really weird. I think now we're going to find out who's going to be the bad guys that are going to come in and attack the boss. I think that the boss is not safe anymore, I think. And in the end, the person that he was calling is his daughter. And his daughter is a Marine. And once she finds out that her father has died, I think that she might go over there as well, and there might be some more shit down there. Not sure, not there yet. The only thing that I didn't like, and well, I need to read more books, I guess, is once the Mr. Tubb is dead, it's pretty much it, and life continues, and then we start seeing the life of Euless Boss when he was young and he was in playing football, and he was a bad football player, the worst football player in the world, and everything that he did bad. He was really bad, and nobody could help him out. He tried his best, and he was willing to bleed pretty much for the sport, and then nobody helped him, and he had a really hard life at home as well. And so when Boss saw a black guy on the side and asked him, he says, "Can you train me?" And he said, "Okay." And then they started training him on the side, and he became a better football player. And he actually made the second team of the team itself. So like the special teams. So he went home, saw his dad, and his dad owed too much money to gangsters, and one of the gangsters said, "Well, you're not going to be playing tonight." And he shoots his foot, and he says, "If you were a starter, we wouldn't have shot you because you're not a starter. There's many of you. Who cares?" And that finished like that. So yeah, and this is number 6. I like the art. The art is really good. The art reminds me a lot of um, a little bit of Walking Dead. Um, a little bit of uh, like very dark age, like it's very. There's not a lot of hope in the picture, and it's all red, so that's pretty cool. It keeps it there. So Southern Bastard for me, I loved it. It cost me a few dollars extra to buy the number one and number two. The number one's already going for $10. Number two is going for already $5. The rest is still cover price. If you wanted to start on something good, this is a good video. This is a good book series. I recommend it. It's really good. I'm sorry if I freaked you out, or I didn't tell you, I lost you and stuff like that. It's just that I was trying to remember stuff, and I decided to make a video because I didn't want to forget it myself. I think it's a good book. I give it Carnage thumbs up. Ooh. Any questions? Um, Let me know. Oh yeah, and at a place, the two football players, they beat up the little boy, Tad, I think, or I think it was Tad. They beat him up, and he's not gonna walk anymore, or something like that. He was hanging around at Mr. Tubbs' house. I thought that was pretty sad. I didn't think that was warrant. So yeah, it's a very violent book. It's not a fairy story. It's yeehaw, let's go, and I can't wait for more action to happen to go against this football team and to see if anything good happens. Talk to you later, guys. Carnage-Man, thanks for watching.